There's a charter amendment is on the March 19th election ballot coming up. In 2023, the City of St. Augustine Commission approved an ordinance which amends city charter by removing the police officers' retirement system sections from the city charter and moving them to the general portion of the municipal code. You're going to help me with that in a minute. The non-substantiated charges are being made to the pension rules. They would simply be moved out of the charter and placed into municipal code. The question on the ballot asks whether the voter agrees to have the city move the police pension sections currently founded in the city charter to the regular municipal code. This will allow city to amend police pension rules in the future by passing a simple ordinance and not require a referendum to the charter. So yeah, what does that mean?
All right. So the city's under a charter.
Okay.
So that allows them a little more freedom to move money around. So the county is not under a charter, so they can't take money from the utility department and support parks and recreation. That's not allowed. That money has to stay where that money's at. In a charter, the city water department can help pay, and it does help pay because there's so many people that aren't on the tax rolls within the city. There's so many churches. You have the Florida School of Deaf and Blind. You have the schools. All these are tax exempt and not on the ad valorem tax roll.
Okay.
So the city needs that help. I thought it would have more flexibility in the charter, but evidently what they're trying to do, retirements are getting attacked all over the country because people are living so much longer. Because, our lifestyle is better and people are living beyond their retirement payout. So if you hear of something called OPEB, it's OPEB, and there's always transferring. It was on the county thing. That's the retirement fund. All right. Oh. And, sometimes Jacksonville almost went bankrupt because they didn't keep up with their retirement fund. I think what the city's trying to do is create enough flexibility that they can make the adjustments so they don't get in a situation that Jacksonville was in 20 years ago.
I see. Okay.
Jacksonville didn't pay their OPEB to Florida retirement system and got behind like hundreds of millions of dollars.
But essentially, this move won't affect any of their pension, right? It'll all just kind of be flush.
It normally doesn't, but it allows them to be flexible. It allows them to be flexible to do. The county years ago went from a pension plan to an investment plan for retirement. It probably allows something like that to come into play, and it gives them flexibility to protect those that are already in it and adjust those coming in.
That's all that matters.
That's usually the way it is. And when you sign up for it, you know that's what it is. Yeah. So I don't want anybody's pension. Obviously, I have a pension, so I don't want anybody's pension touched. But normally that when they do changes like this, it gives them the flexibility to protect the other pensions.
So is there like any kind of like small little fees that people don't realize that if by moving anything like this? Like, okay, for instance, my 401k is no longer, so they made me move it to an IRA and I had to pay like a little nominal fee to do that. Is that going to happen with these, like something like this, or is it because it's so
normally
big?
Not unless it goes from a pension to an investment. There might be an investment, the investment plan that you're going into. Say it's I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. Say you're moving into a Charles Schwab. There might be something from that side managerial.
Gotcha.
But normally, like with the county, if you're in the pension plan, you're allowed to move into the investment plan one time.
And you can't get that.
See, and like I had the option of going from pension to investment plan right before I left the county. And then I would have got a payout for that amount. But I was working, I didn't have to do the big cash payout, so I just kept my pension, and then at 55 I started collecting my pension.
Okay, so at 55, that's the magic number?
Well, no, it
some people wait longer.
It depends. Some people wait until 60, but I did the math on if I waited to 62, there was a little bit of a penalty. It's like a 5% penalty for each year you take it early, but you get 3% cost of living on top of it. So, and I'm talking geeky numbers here.
But I'm like impressed.
But it wouldn't, I wouldn't have broke even again until like age 73.
Got it.
So I figured my money now at this amount is more valuable than what that percentage would be when I'm 73 at that break-even point. So it's kind of like, do you take the cash payout in the lottery?
How did you learn all this? Did you learn this in school? Like, I mean, they taught me how to square dance. Whoopie-doo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, like, my brain works.
Can't do my taxes, but I can.
my brain works in numbers.
Yeah.
And it's, that's part of how I was able to be successful when I was with the county doing 37 different budgets and stuff like that. Numbers just kind of flow to me, but I can't read. I mean, I can read, but it takes me 3 times longer than it would you to read.
I go in the middle of the sentence and figure it out.
Yeah. So, I mean, I have to read it and then go, okay, that didn't make sense. And then I have to read it and go, okay.
Right. I know reading a book is hell on earth, right?
Starting to make sense. Okay, I got it now. But once I have it, like people are like, oh, how do you? But that's because of when I was young with my dyslexia, I didn't realize I had it. I just thought I had a really good memory.
Yeah. Oh.
But it like reading circle, that was torture.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Here I am, a guy who thinks I have this, I'm super smart.
Yeah.
And then I can't read in front of 3 people. It was horrible for me at age 8 or 9.
Hey, own it. That's all you got. That's good. I mean, you're good with numbers. That's amazing. I'm not. I haven't spent it.
Yeah.